one World Cup player has become an overnight viral sensation. Using social media followers, Argentine influencer El Scarso identified New Zealand defender Tim Payne as the tournament's least known player. So he urged fans worldwide to flood his social media. Payne's Instagram exploded from 4,000 followers to now over 5 million. Only 660 million more to go to catch up to one Cristiano Ronaldo.